the pressure onto Astralis on a map that's usually theirs.
This man, Ariel, on the screen, who was just there with some highlights, he was mauling them towards outside. Things didn't look thorough from Astralis, right? Normally, they'll be, you know, Molotoving off secret. They're making sure that they're clearing their angles. They're walking into players of Ence who are just set up and waiting, and they're getting mowed down time and time again. It didn't feel like the Astralis that we know and love, and that's the taste that I got from the first gun round. Let me just explain this first gun round call a little bit more to you,
Yeah,
right?
jump in.
If you had done a lot of damage in the 2 previous rounds, right? If you'd be taking like 3 players, you know, you've kept them honest, you're thinking they might not have a lot of utility, that's okay. You can do the top rush because you might not be expecting the Molotovs. You might not be expecting them to stay with those SMGs, but they've done exactly that. You're running into the perfect range for SMGs, into their utility, and hoping that you make the frags on the run. That's not a first gun round call on Nuke that I'd be making any day of the week. And then from there, you're having to play catch up. And I just think that Astralis here, they've hamstrung themselves in the first half, and I think Ence, they almost did the same thing. I got a little bit worried when we flicked on over.
Yeah, I mean, we talked about pressure. You know, myself, Maniac, and Nifty, we were talking. We had a great length conversation about what you do under the pressure. When you know, we talked about it kind of with Ence as the focal point, but Astralis were clearly feeling the pressure. You're going to a map you don't get to play it all too often. You've got this record kind of hanging above your head. You got, perhaps part of them going to be relieved that there's no longer going to be the, you know, the tippy top of the conversation.
Yeah, I guess so. I guess, you know, at some point it was bound to happen.
Sure.
I think what was really impressive from Ence is that they didn't let it go at the end. You know, when you play against Astralis and you have a lead, they will never lower their level. They will never give you any rounds. You have to fight for them. And in that regard, I mentioned Sergey in the pre-game, and, you know, also fitting for him to win that 1 versus 2. I believe this is what gives Ence that extra breath, that extra, you know, space to work around the second half. They had to win this round, I think, because otherwise Astralis is slowly but surely coming back, and then you start to have the pressure.
Absolutely, yeah. I mean, pressure was shifting. This was a round I thought it was going to be all over. You saw Alexi V take 2. Zipnix was the one with the kit. Time was slim, but it only took 1 more. I mean, Ence, they managed to close it out, and I think that's a huge achievement in itself.